of the top sprinters in Jamaica, being one of the top three, and lifting a country's entire spirits through your sport. What does that feel like?
I mean, to be among the best in the world, and it's a great feeling. There are so many people in the world, and out of all those people, you're in the top four, of the fastest men in the world. It's a great feeling, and something that I'll cherish forever.
I can imagine. So, Asafa, training is obviously a very, very important part of your entire career, and you've spent a long time at the MVP Academy with Coach Francis. I believe now your brother is currently coaching you. So can you take us through, and Coach Francis has produced a phenomenal amount of sprinters in there. Can you take us through your training program? What's it like? It's completely, distinctly different from the other coaches in the country. So,
coaching is, training is pretty much the same. It's just, how the coach, his techniques, the way how he bring forth his training, so it's pretty much the same hard work, but as an athlete, you have to be, dedicated, and you have to really, trust your coach, and trust his techniques, and Coach Francis is a great coach, Coach Mills is a great coach as well, and they have changed, the changed track and field over the years, producing the fastest female and male sprinters in the world. So, the coaching has evolved a lot in Jamaica, and there are a lot of points that you can take from, the coaches there in Jamaica. There's a lot to learn from them as well, and I think that's something that you guys can really look into as well.
Over the last 10 years, we've seen these records drop quite consistently. Do you think it's been technology, it's been the surface, the shoe technology, or you think it's just been the training and the coaching that's played the biggest part with regards to this?
Definitely, I think it's the coaching. There are tracks that surface that are very fast, great surfaces, but it has I think a part have to do with the coaching, but 90% of it has to do with the athlete. You have to have that raw talent, from birth, and the coach. That's where the coach takes you from that level of natural talent and just improve on it. So it has a lot to do with just the athlete himself.
And we're talking to a group of marathon runners and half marathon runners, and most of these people who run don't actually place a lot of emphasis on strength training, or they don't see the value of it. But in sprint, it's the complete opposite, isn't it? The strength training is what gives you that muscular power that generates that speed. So you want to share some light on strength training?
Well, definitely the strength training, it is a key to it. If you're not strong, if you're not explosive, enough, there's no way you can sprint properly. You need that strength to mobilize your body. You have to have that coordination. You have to have muscle endurance as well. As a sprinter. If you're weak, there's no way you can get out of the starting block. By the time you get out, guys will be 5 meters in front of you. So you need the strength is very important, for the explosiveness, in the sprinting and for strength.
So, Asafa, take us very quickly. What's a day with Asafa like in Jamaica?
A day with Asafa is very scary. In Jamaica, I'm very laid back, but I get very crazy when it comes to like cars. I love cars. I love working on cars, making them fast. So whenever someone comes to Jamaica, I take them for a driving experience. And it can get very scary.
It can get very scary.
Yeah.
Amazing. And what's training like? How many hours a day do you spend in training? What's it like? How many sessions in a week are you doing?
The training, it varies. There are days when sometimes the coach, his head just go off. And it can be short.